Hello, boys and girls. Today we're going to be learning about the parts of a story, and we're going to start our lesson by watching a short video.
The people are the characters, the people are the characters, the people are the characters, or even dogs or cats or birds. The setting is just where they are, just where they are. The setting is just where they are, just where they are. The setting is just where they are, like in their house or in their car. The beginning is what happens first, what happens first. The beginning is what happens first, what happens first. The beginning is what happens first, like once upon a time there were. The middle part, the problem start, the problem start. The middle part, the problem start, the problem start. The middle part, the problem start, like when the fishy saw the shark. The end, just take a look at the last page, and close the book, The end, just take a look at the last page and close the book.
I love that video. The next thing that we're going to do is to discuss the different parts of a story. Remember, story elements mean the parts of a story. The first part of a story are the characters of a story. The characters can be people, they can be animals, they can be things. It's who your story is about. The second part of a story is the setting of your story. That is when or where a story takes place. It could be in your house, in your garden, in a forest. It could be daytime, nighttime. Those are examples of the setting of a story. The last part of a story is your plot, or what happens at the beginning, the middle, or the end of a story. The beginning of the story is what happens first. The middle of the story is what happens in the middle, or it could be a problem sometimes. And at the end of the story is what happens at the very last thing. Those are the elements or the parts of a story. I would like for you to listen to the story Clifford Goes to Dog School and think about the characters in the story, the setting of the story, what happens at the beginning of the story, what happens in the middle, and what happens at the end of a story.
Clifford Goes to Dog School by Norman Bridwell. I'm Emily Elizabeth. This is my dog, Clifford. Clifford is a very smart dog. He can do tricks. He can beg. He can shake hands. You really should see him play dead. He's good at that. I thought he was perfect, but my aunt didn't agree. She was a dog trainer. She said that no dog was perfect unless he had been to dog school like her dog, Sandy. Clifford was too big for regular dog school, so my aunt said she would train Clifford herself. First, he had to learn to heel. He had to walk next to her on a leash. That leash was a little too short. Auntie got a longer leash for Clifford. speech was a little too long. Poor Auntie. Auntie said we would come back to that lesson. Next, she told Clifford to sit. Clifford is very smart. He sat. Luckily, Clifford didn't sit down really hard. The man wasn't hurt, just surprised. Auntie said that Clifford was pretty good at sitting. Now, he needed to learn how to stay. That meant not moving until he was told to move, no matter what happened. She told him to sit and stay. Auntie said she had some good books on dog training that I should see. We went to her house a few blocks away. She had so many good books about dogs. I love to read. I guess I was so busy reading, I forgot about Clifford. He was still sitting and staying. He knew he had to sit no matter what happened. Sandy moved, but Clifford stayed. Even when a frisbee flew by his nose, he stayed. And Clifford loves to chase frisbees. Even when some dogs and cats played near him, Clifford stayed. But it was hard. Back at Auntie's house, I suddenly remembered Clifford. How could I have forgotten my dog? I ran back to Clifford as fast as I could. I wasn't very careful. I forgot to look both ways when I crossed the street. Clifford saved me. I guess Clifford will never be the best trained dog. But to me, he'll always be the best dog in the world. The end.
I hope you enjoyed that story about Clifford. Now I would like you to take your story map, and I would like you to think about the setting that was in the story. Remember, the setting is where the story takes place or where it happens. Then I would like you to think about the characters and write the characters from the story. Tell me what happened in the beginning or at the first of the story. Then tell me what happened in the middle and what happened at the end. I would like for you on the beginning, middle, and the end to write me a complete sentence with capital letters at the beginning and spaces in between your words. And don't forget your punctuation, please. Make sure that you put your name at the top of the page before you turning it in to me, please. And do your best.